Hey guys, I'm here with the September 2013 Evilswarm deck profile. I play this deck on DN right now, and oh my god, I have to say, this deck is so good. I'm actually planning to make this in real life. This deck is so fun. This is basically Victor Lee's Toronto Top 32 deck. I just changed two cards in the side deck, but I mean, this deck is just so good. I'll just go over the deck and I'll explain everything. This deck is amazing. Rescue Rabbit, it's at 1 now, but I really like it at 1 because you don't need to. Because if you run out of 2, you're basically drawing to dead rabbits, and this isn't like Dino Rabbit where you need to draw your rabbits to go off. Caster basically is like a rabbit since it gives you extra summons. So same goes for Kirking, and you can recycle so much with infection. So yeah, you have 1 rabbit, 3 Heliotrope, 3 caster, 3 Kirkion, 3 Mandragora, 3 Thunderbird. These are all staples. And then you run 3 Maxi because this is a really spammy form. Blackman spam, like just so you could draw into your answers, like yeah, just so you could draw into more monsters because you really need to draw monsters because if you don't have monsters, you're not winning. That's why Maxi is here. And you run 1 Dark Arm. Dark Arm is pretty good this format. Like you can control your graveyard really well, and this format isn't like Dragon Ruler spam the fuck out of you. So this card is actually really viable in this deck. So that's at 20 monsters. Then for spells, Book, Dark Hole, 2 Infestation, 2 Typhoon Iron, Staple Rhoda, 2 Infestation Pandemic. I really don't like 3. I think 3 clogs. I'd rather draw into other cards than than the Pandemic, to be honest. So that's why I run 2 Pandemic. It's really like there's no need. I never found a time where I needed 3. And plus, like it's like really you really don't need it. Usually I just stall with Thunderbird and make my opponent like use their spells, but yeah, you really don't need 3. And these are just stable. Typhoon actually is good because the worst matchup for this deck is Skill Drain Dragons. Like anything that Skill Drain hurts Ophion a lot, so Typhoon. Then you have your staple traps. These 4 staple traps. And then you run 3 Fiendish. I don't run Veilers in this deck because Veiler isn't that good of a card this format in my opinion. I'd rather have Fiendish Chain. Like Fiendish Chain stops the attack. It's just really good. Fiendish Chain is OP. Then you have Infestation Infection. This is so good. Like this card is like absolutely the nuts. Just because like here's like the most optimal play where you could use it. Summon Kirkion. If you use the effect that your opponent Veilers or does something to it, like Fiendish Chain, because Fiendish Chain and Veiler are really popular. Just use Infestation. Infestation Infection. Activate it, put this back in hand, search for another one, keep that in hand. It's so good. Like this card is a must. 2 Mirror Force, it's good. It's good. It's good in some decks, but like you can side this out. I usually side this out if I don't need it. Then you have 2 Safe Zones. Safe Zone is obviously really good. It's better than Forbidden Dress because it's permanent, and you could do the Master Key Beetle lock where you have Master Key Beetle and Safe Zone on it, and then Safe Zone prevents it, and then yeah, it's just a lock. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just read it. I don't really want to explain, but yeah. Also, this card is good if they MST or destroy it, chain it to their monster, destroy it. And then these 2 staples and Vanity's Emptiness. Same thing as Safe Zone. This creates a lock. Vanity's Emptiness. So if it gets destroyed once a card sent to the graveyard, you could use Master Key Beetle to negate it. So like it stays on field. It's so good. This card is like the oppression of this format. And then for side, you have Virus for Geargia and Dragon. 2 Fencing Firefighter. I didn't know what this card was until I actually found this. It's a comment from Judgment of the Light. Basically, it reads, when this card is destroyed, send it to the graveyard. Target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Destroy the target, and if you do, inflict 500. So this card is pretty good because you could, if Inzectors pop it, if anything pops it, you could ruin their play. Just target one face-up monster, just pop that nigga, and they take 500. So it's really good. So yeah, 2 deck knockdown shuts down any search. Like so many deck search this format. So yeah, you run 1 Defissure and 1 Soul Drain for Dark Worlds. Any deck that uses graveyards, pretty good. 2 System Down for Karkari. This is really good. This is better than Neo Stealing. Deck Devi and Eradicator. I kind of want to take something out for a Deck Devastation, but everything here works so well. Like I never dead draw these. Deck Devi is really good. It hurts hand traps. Like also it hurts Kalu. It hurts it hurts a lot. And 2 goes in, and the final Vanity's Emptiness. I mean a second one, just because you want to draw into it more for the meta decks, like so they don't spam. Now for extra deck, you have Abyss Dweller, Direwolf, 2, Bakhmut, Nightmare, and Thanatos for Mirror Match. This is for a Mirror Match, and if they have Nightmare on field, just use Thanatos, and then you can run down the Nightmare. 3 Ophions, Ouroboros, Gaga Cowboy, Pearl for Mirror Match, and Master Key Beetle, Flagship, and Maestro. So that's it for the Evilswarm deck profile. Let me go guys know what you think, and let me guys know what you think about this format. This format's really fun. I really like this format. I'm probably gonna do more deck profiles, but that's it for me, and talk to you guys later. Peace.